Whenever I saw a country growing up, especially our neighbor country, launching some rocket or some satellite into the space, I would notice generally two kinds of groups in the Pakistani youth. The first, which just talks. Yeah, Pakistan has been falling behind in the space research. Yes, we are not doing enough, but what can we do? And then there is this second group which actually tries to contribute in whatever capacity they can. And if you had asked me a decade ago that Fatma, what do you want to be when you grow up, or what do you want to do with your life, I would have proudly said that I want to be in this second category. My father, he has served in Pakistan Air Force, and that is why I have spent a major part of my childhood on air bases and surrounded by all these studying in these Fizaya colleges and surrounded by all these aircrafts and flying machines. That is what naturally made me interested in sky and space. So it was pretty clear from the very start that I wanted to pursue a career in something related to space sciences and technology. However, by the time I completed my intermediate, there was not a single university in Pakistan offering the space engineering program. Though there was this one university, Institute of Space Technology, Islamabad, which was offering bachelor's in space sciences. However, I, being an eldest daughter, coming from a middle class household, when I failed to secure a fully funded scholarship there, I couldn't muster up the courage to ask my parents to support my admission to IST because I didn't want to financially burdenize them. So when I got a fully funded scholarship here in Namal in electrical engineering, even though it was not for the field I dreamed of, I accepted it. When I came to Namal, I tried different domains, explored different domains of electrical engineering, from electronics to communication systems, from power systems to control system, chip design, everything. But because somehow I was not able to connect what I was doing and what was the voice of my soul, it was not working out for me. And by my fourth semester, I was so drained out. I had lost my spark. I didn't know where my life was going. And that is where I realized that, Fatma, if you will keep ignoring the voice of your heart now, you will be finished. So I discussed it with my parents that I want to switch to space sciences, and they were ready to, seeing how miserable I had become. So everything was planned, and I was going to IST. But then there are some plans which we make, and then there are some plans which our creator makes. Just a week before my entrance examination, there was a leakage explosion in my house, and two of my younger sisters, they were severely injured. Now, obviously, at that time, I couldn't bring myself to talk about leaving the university because it was one of the hardest times our family has ever faced. And I didn't want to add more to my parents' worries. So I stayed back in Namal. I once again started working as an undergrad research assistant in the Center for AI and Big Data here in Namal. Everything was going smooth. I was trying to settle in, but then came the kind of news nobody is ever ready for, and nor was I. Um, During my fifth semester final exams, I was uh, I was diagnosed with first stage breast cancer, and when I came to know about it, all I could think of was it can't end. Like, no, it can't end. Mm, my parents, my siblings, they need me, and I'm nowhere close to where I want to be in my life. This word can't end, at least not now. And I still remember praying to Allah to do some miracle and to change my reports from positive to negative, but that didn't happen. That didn't happen. So I went ahead with my treatment journey. My doctors told me that Alhamdulillah, because it was diagnosed at a very early stage, so inshallah I'll be fine with the treatment. They advised me to keep myself occupied and to keep doing what I had been doing. So between the surgeries and treatments, I used to return to campus. I attended whatever classes I could, sometimes just one, sometimes two. Yes, all that pain and surgeries, treatment, yes, it was too much. But in that state of hopelessness and in all that chaos, I wanted to hold on to something normal. I wanted to think beyond my illness, but eventually my body didn't keep up and I had to freeze my sixth semester. But just 3 days. 3 days before I was supposed to go back home for my third surgery, something happened. Something that changed everything. So it was a sunny day, and I came to know that a team from Space Research Center Lahore has come to Namal, and they have brought with them their CubeSats, which are the educational satellite models of cube sizes, which you can actually launch into the space. So when I was inside and when I was listening to Dr. Kamran Salim, the director of Space Research Center Lahore, and when I touch that CubeSat, I don't know. I can't explain that in words, but I remember coming out of the executive hall and telling myself that, Fatma, no matter whatsoever, man, we are gonna make this happen. We are gonna make this happen, inshallah. That CubeSat, that CubeSat, it gave me back my will to live. So I went ahead with my third surgery, which was done, alhamdulillah, successfully. And now when I was in the Shaukat Khanam, those painful, long, dark, scary hospital nights, it didn't scare me. It didn't scare me at all, because every single day, every single night, I was just searching about the satellites and rockets, and I was watching YouTube videos about them, and I was searching about all the opportunities that I can have in space. More than any treatment or any medication, I believe it was this purpose that was healing me. Because my last surgery was just 15 days after it, on 25 June 2025. And now, when I was declared free from this disease of mine, nothing. And when nothing, I mean absolutely nothing could ever stop me from making this childhood dream of mine a reality. So last year, the entire month of August, I spent that in Space Research Center Lahore, working side by side with the SRC team on the satellite educational models. Then, in the month of September, Sparco, which is our space agency, it collaborated with SRC and it conducted CANSAT workshops in 5 different universities of Lahore, which includes LUMS, UET Lahore, UCP, LCW, and ITU. And in these workshops, this lady standing in front of you, this lady, alhamdulillah, was a part of the technical and organizing team. These 2 months, I believe they helped me heal and they helped me recover in ways no treatment could ever. So when I came back to Namal, now alhamdulillah, I can proudly say that I am the first student of Namal doing a final year project in the domain of satellite technology. And last year, during World Space Week, Sparco organized a national CANSET competition in which I, with my team, represented Namal, and alhamdulillah, we won a cash prize too. Ladies and gentlemen, if I look back now, I realize that life never really went the way I wanted it to be, but it went exactly the way it was meant to be. And trust me, it is even more beautiful. Yes, all that days when I was directionless, all those days when I was, those days of pain and surgeries and suffering, yes, it did break me, but it also gave me something that I never had before: the clarity and the courage to follow the voice of my heart, my soul, no matter what. Honestly, I still am figuring things out. I still sometimes get scared. I sometimes still doubt myself. But whenever I feel lost, I think about that girl lying on the hospital bed who refused to give up. And if she could fight through all of that now, then I can figure out whatsoever comes next too. So if you are sitting here today feeling lost or feeling stuck or not able to figure out what to do, I want you to know that you are not alone. We all have our battles and we all fall apart sometimes. But what matters is you still have yourself. So take a deep breath, take a pause, listen to your inner voice, and ask yourself that what you are doing, is it giving you joy? Is it making you happy? Does it align with your inner self? And eventually you will find your answer. Not immediately, but eventually you will find your answer. And I would like to end my talk with a very beautiful quote by Nicola Reed. And he says, some of the bad things that happen in our lives, they put us directly on the path to the most wonderful things that will ever happen to us. Thank you so much, everyone.